Have you ever looked at a friend and thought, how the heck do they study so little but still crush every exam? They skim through their notes once and they're done. Meanwhile, you're stuck rereading the same page 5 times and nothing sticks. It feels unfair, right? Almost like they've found a cheat code. Here's the truth. There's no magic pill, no secret gene, but there are methods, ways of learning that are so efficient, so effective, they make you feel like you're bending the rules of school itself. In this video, I'm going to walk you through those methods step by step. Not just the theory, but practical hacks you can use right after you watch this. By the end, you'll know exactly how to study so fast. People will honestly think you're cheating. 1. The mindset shift. Let's start with the biggest mistake students make. Thinking studying is about time spent. Most people believe, if I spend 6 hours at my desk, I'll do better than the person who only studies for 2. Wrong. Studying isn't about hours. It's about impact. Think of it this way. 2 people go to the gym. One spends 3 hours casually lifting, chatting, scrolling. The other spends 45 minutes doing focused, intense training. Guess who gets stronger? The one who trained smart, not the one who hung out longest. Studying is the same. Your brain is a muscle. If you train it the right way, you'll progress faster in less time. Once you accept this, everything else we cover will feel like unlocking a new level. 2. Consumption versus digestion. Here's a simple but powerful idea. Learning has 2 parts, consumption and digestion. Consumption is when you take information in, reading, listening, watching. Digestion is when you process that info, summarizing, practicing, teaching. The problem? Most students never digest. They just keep consuming. That's like eating food but never letting your stomach break it down. You'll feel full for a bit, but your body isn't nourished. Think back to a time you reread a chapter 5 times. It felt familiar, right? But then on exam day, blank. Why? Because you consumed, but you never digested. Here's the rule. Spend more time digesting than consuming. That's where the real speed comes in. And if you want to dive deeper into this 2-phase method of learning, consumption, and digestion, I've made a full video breaking it down step by step. You can check that out after this one. 3. Active recall, the cheat code. Now let's talk about the #1 cheat code of learning. Active recall. Instead of pouring info into your head over and over, you force your brain to pull it out. That act of retrieving strengthens memory like lifting weights. Imagine you're studying history. Instead of reading the French Revolution chapter again, you close the book and ask, okay, what were the 3 main causes? You struggle a bit, maybe only remember 2. That's struggle. That's the magic. Because when you finally check and correct yourself, that memory sticks. Here's how you can use it. Turn headings into questions. After reading, quiz yourself instead of rereading. Use flashcards, apps like Anki or physical ones. At first, you'll feel slow, but give it a week, and you'll realize you're retaining more in 30 minutes than others do in 3 hours. That's when it feels like cheating. 4. Spaced repetition, time travel learning. Here's another powerful trick. Spaced repetition. Your brain forgets fast, unless you review at the right intervals. Think of it like watering a plant. If you water too often, you drown it. Too little, it dies. The right timing makes it thrive. The same with memory. Learn it today, review in 2 days, then in 5 days, then in 2 weeks. Each time the info lasts longer. Eventually, it's permanent. That's why tools like Anki are so effective. They remind you just before you forget. It's like having a time machine for your brain. 5. Chunking. Think in blocks. Have you ever wondered how chess masters remember dozens of moves? It's not because they memorize piece by piece. They see patterns. This is called chunking. Your brain doesn't like raw data. It likes meaning. So instead of memorizing 20 random biology terms, find the pattern, group them, make connections. Example, instead of memorizing protons, neutrons, electrons separately, think of them as one family, the subatomic family. Suddenly, 3 facts become 1 chunk. When you chunk, you compress data. That's how experts learn in blocks, while beginners drown in details. 6. Visual and story hacks. Your brain is wired for images and stories. That's why you can remember the plot of a movie you watched years ago, but not the lecture from last week. So, hack this. Turn info into pictures. Draw mind maps, doodle symbols, use color, or turn it into a story. The sillier, the better. Example, need to memorize the planets? Instead of raw names, use a story. My very educated mother just served us noodles. Boom. 10 seconds and you'll never forget. Your brain is a story machine. Use that to your advantage. 7. The focus multiplier. Most of your slow studying isn't because you're dumb. It's because you're distracted. You might think you're studying for 3 hours, but half of that is scrolling, daydreaming, texting. So, protect your focus. Use the Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes of deep work, 5-minute break. Write a distraction list. Every time your brain thinks, oh, I should check Instagram, jot it down. Handle it later. Set up your environment. No phone nearby. Water ready, desk clean. 30 minutes of pure focus beats 3 hours of half attention. This alone can triple your speed. 8. Teach to learn. The last hack is simple but powerful. Teach it. If you can explain something in your own words, you own it. If you stumble, that's where you need to review. Example. Pretend you're teaching a younger sibling about photosynthesis. If you can break it down without notes, you've mastered it. This turns knowledge from fragile to unshakable. The reason some people seem to excel at studying isn't luck, it's strategy. So, let's summarize the 8 cheat codes. 1. Shift your mindset. It's not hours, it's impact. 2. Don't just consume, digest. 3. Use active recall to pull knowledge out. 4. Space your reviews with spaced repetition. 5. Chunk info into patterns. 6. Turn facts into visuals or stories. 7. Guard your focus like treasure. 8. Teach it to lock it in. Try these methods, and you'll study so fast it feels unfair, but it's just smart science. Now here's your challenge. Don't try to do all 8 today. Pick one, just one. Try it for a week. Watch how your studying transforms. And if you want more self-discipline, memory hacks, and learning tricks, hit subscribe, because this is just the beginning of mastering your brain. And yes, let us know where you're tuning in from in the comments below.